A new exhibition showing the lives of people in Afghanistan has gone on show in the Highlands. It's hoped the Faces of Kabul will help people connect to the humanity behind the headlines. The images were taken 2 decades ago following the 9/11 attacks. Here's Nicola McCally.
Sometimes haunting, sometimes hopeful. These are the Faces of Kabul, snapshots of people's daily lives in Afghanistan, on show in an exhibition that opened at Eden Court in Inverness today. The country has been in the headlines recently, but these pictures were taken 20 years ago. It was intended to show them now to mark the anniversary of 9/11. Little did photojournalist Nick Seidel know what would unfold in the country just a few weeks ago.
Afghanistan had been through a period of almost continuous conflict. They'd had civil war, they'd had the Soviet invasion, and then they'd had the first Taliban regime. And something that was happening when I was there and is in some of the photographs is girls were just going back to school, and you could feel what it meant to them and what it meant to the wider society. And knowing that that isn't taking place, that is very worrying for the future.
Steve Walsh is chair of High Life Highland, which manages many public spaces across the region. He hopes to help bring the photographs to other venues. But as a former RAF officer, he has a far closer connection to the exhibition.
On 9/11 I was captain of a mission in UK airspace, and we were the only aircraft airborne that day. The whole crew knew that for us, things weren't going to be quite the same. I think what we didn't realise was for millions of people thousands of miles away, for the next 2 decades, we were going to have a significant impact on their lives.
Organisers of the event say that with many Afghan families starting to settle in Scotland after being evacuated, they hope Faces of Kabul will help everyone see the humanity behind the headlines.
Suddenly, this story has a new role, a new purpose, and that purpose is once again to say, see people, don't see prejudice, don't see labels.
The exhibition will run for 3 weeks and is due to move to Glasgow later this year and London in 2022, showing a country 2 decades on, but with many challenges still to come. Nicola McCally, STV News.